Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the Ahsoka Tano fan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, it is time for episode 4 now of season 3 of the Bad Batch. So last episode was definitely my favorite by far. I think I mentioned this in the last video as well, but we saw so much happen. We saw Omega and Crosshair finally make their escape. We saw that Omega's blood seemed to support the transfer of a high M count without there being any degradation of the original specimen. We did see Palpatine and Hemlock have a look at them, but we didn't actually see what they were looking at. So you guys already know, I kind of have my theories as to who the specimens could be. Right now I'm thinking Ventress because we did see her in the trailer, and that would kind of make sense as to how after Dark Disciple, she's able to make an appearance in the Bad Batch. So this means no doubt that the Empire is gonna want Omega more than ever before because there's definitely something special about her blood, and Nalase knew about this, and that's why she was trying to protect her. One of you made an interesting comment as well. You mentioned how Nalase treats Omega very differently than she treated Fives.
By removing your chip, you are a threat. Master Jedi, we must terminate this trooper immediately.
I'm a living being!
You are Kaminoan property.
And so her character's definitely come a long way in how she's portrayed and how she's acted. And I guess with the fall of the Republic and Kamino and everything going on with the Empire, it's allowed her to have a change of heart and perspective. So we have to see what happens with Nalase now. She's been imprisoned by Hemlock because he suspects her of helping Omega and Crosshair escape. We have to see what happens with Emery. We know that she has some sort of attachment to Omega, but for now it seems as though her main loyalty still lies with the Empire. And of course I already mentioned Palpatine, but Palpatine was a big highlight of the episode as well. Anytime he makes an appearance in an episode, you know it's more than likely going to be a big episode. And he seems really into this project, Project Necromancer, so much so that he's willing to give Hemlock anything he needs from the Empire. So yeah guys, but anyways, great episode. It looks like you guys liked it as well. Without further ado guys, let's jump into episode 4 now and check out what's in store for us. A different approach. Wonder what that means. Alright. So Omega and Crosshair are on the ship that they stole from the Empire.
The stabilizers online!
That's what I'm trying to do.
They're not in a good situation right now. Oh, that shot was from the trailer with Omega? Oh. And where are they landing? What planet is this? Well, I suppose it could have been worse. So I guess they weren't able to get a message out yet.
To extract the coordinates to Tantus for when we go back.
We're not going back.
We left the other prisoners behind.
The Empire is going to be searching for this ship.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Crosshair on that one. They definitely can't go back. Not unless they have a bunch of backup. The Empire is going to track that ship, I think. Or are they going to see Nalase? Yeah. This guy in his hand, do you see that, guys? He always does that.
This facility and flee the planet.
Most surprising.
Is it? The samples you've taken from Omega never yielded results, yet one tested by Emery indicated a positive.
Oh man, they definitely caught her.
That result is nothing but an aberration, like the clone herself.
She's got a good comeback to everything, eh?
Your future is less certain.
Oh man. That doesn't sound good. Her days could be numbered, I wonder.
Empire couldn't have followed us here that quickly.
They didn't. It's a standard patrol presence.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Let's find a way to send a message to Hunter and Wrecker.
They mount long-range comms. It'll give us away.
We can't walk around like this. We'll draw too much attention.
You're the one who wanted to bring the Hound.
Uh-oh. That droid looked like it caught onto them for a second there.
Isn't this better?
No. New plan.
They gotta take one of those shuttles.
Sneak onto one of those shuttles.
It's too well guarded. never slip past all those troopers.
I can take out at least half before they know what's happening.
Could try a way that doesn't involve blaster fire.
They could try a different approach. Isn't that the name of the episode?
Watch and learn.
I can hardly wait.
I love these two together. Crosshair's sarcasm and Omega's optimism.
Chain codes.
We lost our chain codes.
No chain codes, no passage.
Say, you knew of an alternate way of booking passage.
She's trying to
without
bribe him.
chain code?
I should take a bribe.
If that's what you want to call it.
Oh my gosh. What if she calls, or what if this person calls authorities on them?
For 15,000 credits.
For 2 tickets.
Oh, okay.
Per ticket. You're lucky I'm not charging extra for the creature.
They took the bribe.
Well, that went well.
Stow it.
Storming the spaceport would be easier than finding 30,000 credits. Every second we're here, we're at risk.
Oh, they just walked out with credits.
I think I know how we can make some fast credits.
The gambling or something? What's that? A lot of people cover their faces in this town. Oh, was that Bosk? Or just a Trandoshan?
You want to hustle someone?
I've done it before.
I'll take those credits.
And if you lose?
Well, I guess we'll be in more trouble.
Who's next?
I'll give it a try.
Shouldn't take long. I'm getting crusty.
Oh yeah, she's good at this because wasn't she always winning
How about
against
one
it?
more game?
Oh man. Oh. Not good. Are they there to make arrests or are they also there to gamble?
Your usual, Captain.
Not even a thank you.
A newcomer has pulled in quite the crowd.
Oh, that's what Crosshair didn't want, was attention drawn to them.
Okay, one more game.
I think I'll quit while I'm ahead.
Leaving so soon? Want to try against a real opponent?
Well,
Looks like one of ours.
this could not...
better check it out.
This could end badly. We'll see. Oh shoot. Okay, so now the Empire is actually tracking them.
Your Mott don't seem to like me. She's a distraction. Get rid of her.
Get rid of her.
Never seen you or your dad around before.
We're just passing through.
Oh.
You're not bad. What? You seem to have misunderstood your enemy.
Did I?
I wonder if he knows more about her than he's leading on.
The 3 Eastern Star.
Oh.
I'll take those 20,000 credits.
Oh. He's pissed.
Nicely played.
Oh my gosh.
Patrol found a crashed Imperial vessel on the outskirts of town.
Uh-oh. Oh, get out of there.
Hang on a minute. You haven't paid your fine. Gambling's illegal in these parts.
Wow. What a sneaky little...
How much?
20,000?
10,000 credits.
Wow.
Unless you prefer to be arrested. Excellent.
Wow.
Consider your fine paid in full.
What a snake. So he always wins no matter what, basically. He wins if he wins, or even if he loses, he just makes them pay a fine.
Where's Betcha?
Wait, did they take Batcher?
Know where she went?
Sure do. But the answer's gonna cost you.
Man, everybody's a leech in this town.
I'm getting tired of this.
Okay. But that's my final offer.
Damn, Omega, you're not gonna have enough to get onto the shuttle.
His troopers snatched the creature and headed for the cargo docks. Down that way.
But you know, it makes sense though. These people, they're not well off, so they're trying to
Betcha's this way.
make what they
And
can.
the spaceport is that way.
I'm not leaving her.
You're making a mistake.
Take the credits. If you want to go, then go. I'll find my own way.
What? No. They can't separate. No, he's gonna come back for her. It's a tough one though, because I understand Omega's definitely the type to not leave people behind, but at the same time, she is putting their whole escape at risk. Oh, Batcher's in there, I bet you. Maybe, I don't know.
Fine. We'll do this your way. But my skills are being wasted.
There's Batcher.
Oh, there she is. Gotta wonder how big some of these creatures are, though, if you look at the size of some of the crates.
Don't push it.
Crosshair's like, rescuing Batcher is enough.
I thought you'd come searching for your mum.
Oh.
Now there's a very strict pet policy.
Oh, man.
No license means a hefty fine. How about you give me all my money back? Credits won't do you any good when Hemlock shows up.
Oh, he does know.
Or do you think I wouldn't piece it together when I found that crashed shuttle? Hand over the credits and surrender.
Crosshair's gotta do something.
Alright. Let's try things your way.
Finally.
She was talking to Crosshair, but he thought she was talking to him. Oh man, what a complete zoo. So that wasn't the ship that they were initially going to take. It was going to be another ship. Ended up working out though. Oh, is that going to be the same creature from the Clone Wars? Yes, Anakin and Ahsoka during the slave arc. I think that was the one. I just had that feeling. Oh, he got caught in the blast there. Wait, who is this now? Oh, is that Hemlock?
The girls at CT-9904 were in the spaceport.
Oh wait, Hemlock's there. So who's on the ship?
Track the ship. I want her found.
Could that be Palpatine again? Or Vader maybe? Oh shit, maybe it was just Hemlock.
I'm heading to a remote location, and I sent a coded transmission for Hunter and Wrecker to meet us there.
It's been months. Don't know if they're still alive.
They'll be there.
Let's see if they do meet them there. Are they there? I bet you they are. Looks like it. Wow. Wow.
There's a sign.
What a nice reunion.
I wasn't even sure your message was real.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh,
You'd show up.
I love that. Oh, she's crying.
Times looking for you. 5.
Oh,
But you're the one who found us.
so cute. I love it. Oh. Now Crosshair has to come out.
We never stopped searching.
Oh,
How did you escape?
I had help.
I had help.
I knew she was gonna say that. Wow, it's been so long since they've seen him too. Come on, can't they at least hug? Oh. Oh, interesting. So there's almost a bit of tension there. All right, guys, so another solid episode. Let's talk about the ending there real quick. So first of all, that was a reunion I didn't know I needed to see so badly until the scene happened. It's been a while since all of them have been together like that. I love how they let it play out. So first you had Omega and Wrecker reunite. I think they have one of the most adorable relationships. They've always been very playful with each other and had a lot of fun. In the past, they would kind of do their own thing. There was that time where they would eat those fruits together. They kind of always have had that playful relationship. So I think it was fitting to have them reunite first. And the way he just picked her up, it was so cute, just like a father picking up his daughter. And there's a lot of emotion behind it as well. You could see that Omega was crying and Wrecker felt emotions as well. Following Wrecker, you see Hunter make his way down the stairs and then they reunite. Hunter, you could say, also has a father type of relationship with Omega. He kind of is like the father of the group in the sense that he helps to kind of keep everybody balanced and in check. And I love how Hunter said that despite them searching for so long for her, she was the one that ended up finding them. I think that's such an important point in the story, that Omega was able, with the help of Crosshair of course, find her way back to her brothers as opposed to having to be rescued by them. And it kind of reminded me of Ahsoka during the Padawan Lost Trandoshan arc, where Anakin was trying to find her, but then she ended up finding her way back to him. I think it shows how far Omega has come and how capable she is. She is able to hold her own and navigate her way out of certain situations, and in this case she was able to ultimately find her way back to her brothers. Not only that, she's kind of the one that is bringing the Bad Batch together for the first time in a while, because they've been separated all these months. So I think it was a powerful moment for Omega's character, for her to find her way back to her brothers, and also as a powerful moment for Hunter and Wrecker, realizing how much they had missed Omega and just how attached they had become to her. And they've come a long way since the first season when they were hesitant to take her with them. Then you see Crosshair make his way down the stairs now, and immediately the mood kind of changes. It goes from being very happy to a little bit tense, and then the episode ends there. And that was a good cliffhanger, because naturally we're left wondering, what is Crosshair's next move? Is he going to walk over to his brothers and hug them the same way that Omega did? Or is he gonna go back on the ship, which I don't think he would do because the Empire is definitely tracking it? Or is he gonna come along with them and wanna join the Bad Batch again? Or is he still gonna wanna go on his own path? Does he have some sort of resentment towards them in a way? Does he feel that they abandoned him to a certain degree? Does he feel that they favor Omega over him? There's just all these sorts of questions going through my head, and I think that was the intent of ending the episode off right at that moment. And then we have to find out next episode what actually happens with the Crosshair part of this reunion. It's also possible that he's just taking it in that Tech is not with them anymore, because this will be the first time that he has seen his brothers without Tech. And it's assumed that Omega obviously told him about Tech, but that was written off screen. We don't know exactly what his reaction was in that moment and just how much Tech's death has affected him. I really like seeing the Omega Crosshair duo. I mentioned this in my previous video, but we got to see more of it this episode, which I love. The two of them really complement each other. Omega has a lot of street smarts, you could say. And we saw that several times throughout the episode, with her trying to bribe that one guard and then her gambling, which we're going to talk more about that in a sec. And she also has this desire to never give up and never leave those who matter behind. She did that with Crosshair. She had the chance to escape Tantus on her own, but refused to do so without him. And then when Batcher got captured in this episode, she didn't want to leave the planet without rescuing her first. Even when Crosshair is doubtful that Hunter and Wrecker will be waiting for them, Omega insists that they are going to be waiting. So you really have to admire her ability to continue to have hope even in the darkest situations. She truly is the light in this show. And like I mentioned before, she is the one that is bringing her brothers back together again for the first time in so long. But on the other hand, Crosshair could be seen as being more pessimistic at times, but realistic as well. While Omega is optimistic and hopeful, sometimes you could argue that she might be a little naive, in the sense that she's always trying to do the right thing, even if it potentially puts her and others in a more dangerous situation. So in this case, rescuing Batcher. So I think that Crosshair's realism and Omega's optimism helped balance each other out. The episode title was called A Different Approach, and you could look at it two ways. You could look at the different approach as being Omega's way of handling the situation, or Crosshair's way of handling the situation. But either way, they were doing things according to Omega's plan for the majority of the episode up until the end there, in which she agreed to do things Crosshair's way. And then he brought the sniper out, and then they released all those creatures. So yeah, that was definitely an exciting end to the episode. And again, just shows that they really do make quite the dynamic duo. And I mentioned during my reaction as well, but I'm pretty sure one of those creatures was the same creature that we saw from the Clone Wars during the Zygerian arc. I think that was the creature that they fought on the ship. So if that is the case, that was a nice little callback there. I did want to talk about that gambling scene there with Omega. So first of all, I think it showed Omega's skill. We did see her play these sorts of games with Sid in the past, and also I believe people at Sid's bar, and she still has these skills. We were shown that by how much she was winning, and she was even winning against the Imperial man until he decided to play dirty and then demand fines from her. I think this scene is actually important for several reasons. For one, it shows the corruption that exists. You see this Imperial man who either wins the credits directly by winning the gamble, or he wins them indirectly by losing and then demanding fines from the person and threatening them with arrest. It really speaks to the level of corruption, and also the fact that the Empire is willing to play dirty at any cost, no matter what it takes in order to win. And that is something that we've seen the Empire do time and time again. There's so many lives that they either take or affect negatively in order to achieve their goals. I also wonder if he knew more than he was letting on. I think the moment he was told about the crash shuttle, he had pieced 2 and 2 together, and that's the whole reason why he took Batcher in the first place, to try and lure her away. He would have had to have caught on to her attachment to Batcher, and he noted that there was somebody else with her, in that case Crosshair. I think he referred to Crosshair as her dad. The fact that he potentially knew all that while just letting her think that he didn't and he was just there to gamble with her shows that he was kind of in control the whole time. Even though he may not have been in control of the game itself and Omega did in fact beat him, he was in control in the sense that he already knew more than he let on and was thinking several steps ahead. And ultimately that's what led to the final confrontation. But luckily they ended up being a step ahead in the end because he had no idea just how skilled Crosshair was. And so I don't think he was prepared for the two of them to fight back in the way that they did. There was also another little boy outside of the bar. I think it was a little boy. It might have been a little girl, but it was hard to tell because the face was completely covered. But this kid had asked for money as well in exchange for information on Batcher. And I think that just goes to show how hard of a time everybody's having in this town, and everybody's trying to make extra credits whenever and wherever they can. And so obviously the Imperial man who was gambling with Omega is not doing a good job at running this town, and he doesn't care about the people that he's affecting because it seems like the people are not well off. And even the guard at the beginning of the episode was willing to take a bribe from Omega, and usually when that's the case, it means that the area is impoverished. And you'll notice too, as quickly as Omega made those credits, she also lost it. Although I do hope that she or Crosshair did pick up the bag of credits in the end, because they threw it at the guy and then we didn't see what happened after, or at least not to what I can remember, but let's hope that they did go back for the credits at the end there. But still, as quickly as Omega made the credits, she lost them as well, and paying fines to the Imperial man and giving credits to the kid that told them Batcher's whereabouts. And I think that shows that everything is so short-lived in this show and in this universe. Nothing is permanent, and that goes for many situations beyond just the credits in this episode. Even the Bad Batch themselves, situations are always changing. They've been on several missions in the past. They had Crosshair with them, and then he left to go for the Empire, and then they most recently lost Tech, and then now Crosshair is back, and then Echo left with Rex, but then Echo will be back. Everything is constantly moving fast and changing and is short-lived. And I think we're able to see this episode illustrate that to a degree. But despite losing the credits, you could argue that Omega gained something far more valuable, and that was rescuing Batcher, and then ultimately reuniting with her brothers, including Crosshair. And last but not least, Nala Se. I did want to talk about her for a minute because things are not looking good for her. She is really sticking her neck out there, no pun intended, for Omega, and so much so that she's willing to, I think, sacrifice her life to keep Omega safe. It does seem as though her days could be numbered. Hemlock said something to her about her future is uncertain, which doesn't sound good. He strongly suspects that she had something to do with Omega's escape, so one can only assume that if they get Omega back, or if/when they get her back, they may no longer see a need for Nala Se. He also mentioned that it's strange how she never found any positive M count transfer in Omega's blood, but then when Emery tested it once, it yielded a positive result. So he's definitely catching on to the fact that Nala Se has been protecting Omega and has been compromising his research in order to do so. And that's something that is not going to sit well with him or the Emperor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling too good about Nala Se right now. I don't think that she would be killed off soon, but I think it's possible that towards the end of the season we could see her be one of the characters to be killed off in the end. But anyways guys, again, another great solid episode. I'm really liking this season so far. I'm a little bit on edge though because it is the final season and the tone is pretty dark so far, but yeah, so far so good. We'll have to just wait and see what happens going forward. But yeah guys, as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the episode, and I will see you next week for episode 5 of season 3 of The Bad Batch. Until next time guys, take care and see you soon.